Okay. So now we are here. Mohammed Awudu, but known as Moh to his friends. So I'm going to join your group of friends and refer to you as Moh. Welcome to the show. I have so many questions for you. I've seen your work. It is beautiful, and I'm going to delve in. I'm going to ask you questions. Because I love your work. What I've seen on your Instagram is really beautiful. I have a long list of questions I want to ask you, but I'm going to dip in the middle because when you were doing your book reading, you told us about the pressure and what caused you to stop doing art and what brought you back.
Yeah, if you know more about where I come from, it's a community called Nima. It's a place of pressure. It's a place of pressure, competition, and other stuff. Sometimes I think that time I was very young. Yeah.
Very young. How old?
Yeah, I think around age of 20, 19.
Is that very young?
Yeah, very young. I think 20, 19 years. Around that time, I think that's around 2000 when internet came. A lot of pressure in the community. People are trying to do other stuff to make money. So we the ones that time we were learning, selling arts at art center in Accra. We're not making much money. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. People are trying to do other stuff, get into business and other stuff to make money. We're trying to see if we can get through that, and we're trying to travel to Libya on desert, sometimes in the sea to go to Morocco. Yeah, sometimes I try to do that thing, but it didn't work out. I tried to do other stuff, it didn't work out. I started printing t-shirts. I feel like and my t-shirt represent where I come from, so but I'm not getting what I want. I want to make sure my voice is being heard, because I feel like I have something in me that I have to stand for people, I have to stand for myself. So I just realized one day there's this art stuff that going on. Somebody said, "Oh, what are you doing? Why you stop doing art? Let's go." I went there. I did a painting for 30 or 40 minutes. After I finished the painting, in 5 minutes, somebody told me they'll buy the art.
Wow.
So it was sold right before the exhibition on the
So
site.
So when did you start painting?
When I was very young, I was born scraping on my dad's sofa walls and other stuff. So I already know that I'll become an artist.
Okay.
When I was around 11 years.
But then
10.
you tried to do other things first.
Yeah, I was doing art. I just follow art, dance, music. I just follow art.
So you're a sort of all-round artist.
Yeah, I try to do music, art, acting, movies, and yeah. Sometimes the right script, I look at it, then I laugh. That's in my community. Sometimes when you see English, we just laugh. These people too, I just hate this English stuff, so I don't do it. I have opportunities that, but I try to do t-shirts, editing, computer editing for these guys who are doing this internet business and other stuff. So that's the other stuff that I stopped doing that and doing it. I've been doing graphic designing. So I think before I got to that day that I realized this is me, this is who I am, this is what I have in me. When I did that painting and I sold it for 5 minutes.
What was the painting of?
Yeah, I think it was during the 2012 election. They were talking about peace, and my community have a history of when election time, that's where they take these vigilantes, they're trying to convince them, go and fight, take ballot paper. So we're trying to, people fight, brothers fight between each other. So I did a piece, I think it's an abstract expressionism about peace, this peace sign. So I even forget the way I did it. It just came like a possession. I was possessed to do that work.
Wow. The Holy Spirit entered you.
Yeah, it's God. Yeah.
So when did you come to the world's attention?
Yeah, I think from that day.
From that day?
Yeah, from that day, I think when I was, after selling that painting, I know I know how to do this street art graffiti because I'm being inspired by hip hop when I was growing up back in the 90s. I watched like videos when you see t-shirts being drawn. Oh, I'm from New York. I love LA, so I even tried to do, when I was doing t-shirt, I have t-shirts that say I love Nima, because some of us some years back, when we go out, we don't have that pride to say, when you ask us where did you come from, I'll just say I come from Kanda, because of the narrative being
yes,
created around the community. So I was trying to even do t-shirts that will make people feel proud that I come from Nima. And it was like famous, like a lot of celebrity like Bolare, VIP, these a lot of celebrities, Shaggy, they wear that t-shirt and they wear it with pride. So I think people start to love this t-shirt. When you can remember, you can see a t-shirt called University of Nima. It's a vision that I have. People will ask me, where is the school, where is the university? But I tell them Nima itself, it's a university. You learn a lot. Trust me, you learn a lot from that community. It's a university itself.
So, back to your art.
Yeah, so I think
you are called the International Graffiti Ambassador. Where did you get that title from?
Yeah, from Brazil.
Okay, you went to
Sao Paulo. 2018. I think the day that I told you, the day that changed my heart, 2012, was I met a lady there. I was doing art. She said, "Oh, there's this project coming on with Brazilian artists. They are coming to talk about Afro Brazilians. They are called the Tabon people. Tabon people are Afro Brazilians. I think after
the slavery they came back,
and I think the people in Jamestown gave them a space to live. So they are called the Tab people, like Azuma Nelson, Georgina Who's, they are all Tabon people. So they told us about that project with Brazilian Commission. So I met these artists, and I began to see, this is how they do things. Graffiti is no more about doing letters like the way you see outside when you go to places like New York. They tag on walls, names, this is me, Mo. No, it's not about that. You have to use that medium. It's like music, it's like hip-hop music. You have to use that medium to send a message about your culture, about where you come from. So from there, I did a lot of research about these Tabon people. I get connected with these Brazilian artists. Through that time, I see them working. I tell them, I wish I'm there. When I say I wish I'm there, next year they'll just say, okay, Mo, now you are more mature, you need to come here.
So you went to Brazil.
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah, it was a great experience. I don't speak Portuguese, but I like their vibe. Like they are like Ghanaians. They love each other. The harmony was there. They love everyone, and I learned a lot from that place. And I teach them about the Tabon people, because most of them, the blacks there, they don't know that they have a descendant
who returned home.
To return home. Yeah, so I told them, I did a piece that represented Tabon. Then I think people asked a lot of questions about. I told them, this is whether they are from Bahia. So they happy. They became my friends. Wow. So I think it's one of the best places that I want to go all the time. Yeah.
Well, personal information. I lived in Bahia for 2 years.
Wow.
In Salvador, I speak Portuguese fluently.
Wow.
It's a pity you don't speak.
Bon dia.
Bon dia, bon dia. Listen, where do you get the inspiration for your work? I mean, do you start with sketches and ideas? Do you go straight into it? Especially your street art, the murals. What determines the location you choose to do it? And tell us something about the kind of art materials you use.
Yeah, for me, I think every single minute I have inspiration. Everything around me, when I watch here, when I came here, I even have inspiration. I try to see positive in negativity. I try to because that's me, my story. Where I come from is negative. Sometimes, sometime back, I even want to change my name, because my name is Mohammed, because of what others, when the moment you are Muslim, you are black, Muhammad, they say Muhammad, Muslims, they are this thing. The world has even have this negative narrative about even names. So I always want to use that negativity, turn it into like positive.
But
So
earlier you talked about power, and
yeah,
you are somebody who has your power, so
yeah,
nobody can take that away from you.
yeah. So
But I'm cutting you. I
yeah,
want you to talk about some of your paintings. We have one painting which obviously came out of, as you said, you like to find positivity out of negative
yeah,
situations. We have that painting of a very harrowing episode that happened in Ghana. Can you tell us about
yeah. I
that?
think that's the June 3rd painting. That's the June 3rd. I think that day I was standing in Nima. I always tell these guys, in Nima, the moment it started drizzling, people are already ready to pour like um, the rubbish in the gutter. They want to litter stuff in the gutter, and I think it's something that is like a recycle. It's something that we do, but we don't. People don't care about the nature. They just think, oh, it's gone. But the same thing came back and hurt us. So I named that painting. It takes a natural disaster to reveal a social disaster, because it is our fault. People are too. We have this kind of attitude. I don't care. We see something not going right, we tend to put it under the carpet and acting like it's okay. So I think I did that painting to make people reflect that it has happened, but Accra will still rise. I have to give people hope. Once we take care of the nature, we take care of the environment, like the way we take care of ourselves. Yeah, that's what I always stand. I want to make sure I have this mentality. You don't have to. I ask my question, this question: what have you done for your country? I hate people asking what has the country done for me. I ask people,
Kwame Nkrumah has really influenced you.
yeah, what have you
Very
done
well.
for your country? So once you ask that yourself that question, you need to start right in your house. You don't. It's like if I think the world would be a better place if we take the world as ourselves. The way we wake up, we trying to shave, we trying to bath, we trying to eat good food. That's the way we have to take care of the environment and the community as a whole. So that's my inspiration. I just want to give people that positive energy, especially these days.
And also to take power over themselves, because obviously if we don't throw rubbish in the gutters, things don't get choked, places
Yeah.
won't flood. So
Yeah.
it's about taking responsibility, having
Yeah.
the power to take responsibility over your environment.
Yeah.
How was that picture received?
I think this picture, I thank God most of my works are, because of the message in there, they are timeless. I think I did it 2015, but it still, and last 2 weeks they had this Accra climate change event. This painting was in that book. That's the only painting that magazine. It is 5 years. I think it's a global city climate change. That painting is so powerful, and people share it. People can relate to what happened. It reminds people that this is what is has happened and it can happen. But we have to have hope. Once we do the positive things, we take responsibilities, things can be done well. So I think I love it. Whenever I go to one of my clients is a former minister. He has it in his office.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, former minister of attorney general. Yeah, I think he has it in his office.
Okay, so obviously street art graffiti is very powerful. It's also like a form of activism, like protest, really,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, like you mentioned about hip hop. Hip hop has always been about protest, the graffiti, the music, everything. So you're an activist, and obviously you care about the environment, you care about nature, everything. But then you equally also have the title of International Graffiti Ambassador. I mean, an ambassador, when you hear the name, is something that is mainstream. It's something that the government, you know, control. But then, on the other hand, you're actually an activist. You want to change the world through painting. How does that title and your activism, how do they gel?
Yeah, I think when you go to when you are moving on the street of Accra, I think in the history of Ghana, I think these days you see a lot of arts on
Yes.
this on overpass around cities. So I think that I started that in my community. I always want to have that mentality. I don't need anybody to tell me who I am. I have to have that zeal that this is me. I have to take responsibility. I can tell you that, yeah, I'm the president of this place. So
Okay.
I take these responsibilities, and I think
So
I
why
got,
aren't you the graffiti president? Why are you the graffiti ambassador?
yeah, I'm the co-founder of Ghana Graffiti, where I have a lot of artists around the country that I bring together to take these public projects. For me, I think it's not just about Mo himself. It's about what I give to how I shape
So
the
you
future.
you mentor.
Yeah, with mentor, I love it. I always mentor.
And how many women, I mean, how many female graffiti artists do we have in Ghana? Is there a decent number? Or it's
No, we
mostly
don't
a
have-
very male-dominated
It's
thing?
male. We don't have female graffiti artists in Ghana
And
yet.
but don't you think that in that form of activism, the female voice is also important?
Yeah, most of my works I try to give women power.
I've noticed, and that is another thing. Let's even look at one of your other pictures where you have the woman with the headdress, and then I think there's a kangaroo and
Yeah, I
a
think-
koala. That was the first picture I was totally drawn to. I noticed that you do a lot of women. You paint a lot of women as are they people you know? Are they a mixture of several people you know, or are they your muses? You know, who are these ladies, and why
Yeah.
do you paint them?
Yeah, I think first of all, why I paint women is I think the world has a issue of thinking women, especially from where I come from, women they have to be in this bracket. This is what they can do. So I'm trying to let women to know that they have power. They have power to be like men. They have power to go to space, be an astronaut. They have power to be president. They have power to be whatever they want to be in. So that's why I put women in my work. Yeah, that's why I put women in my work. And so most of these pictures, sometimes I have friends, a lot of friends who are photographers. Sometimes they take picture, then I use it to do my concept.
So the women are not women that you choose yourself.
Yeah, sometimes I choose, sometimes I know some of them I take from photograph. I have to put their work out there, but I change it. I make
You
it
put
more
your own creativity
so I make
on
it
top
more
of it.
conceptual. It's
So
like,
this picture where there's a koala and a kangaroo in there, the first time I saw it, I said, look, amazing woman, the colors are vibrant, they're beautiful, but what is this koala and kangaroo doing in the picture?
yeah, for me, I think that painting was done in Australia, Adelaide in Australia. I think early this year, February. I think before that in January, this year January, they had this issue of this fires. Yeah, so I think it's the same problem with this June 3rd thing. I think we need to take care of the environment like the way we take care of ourselves. Once we believe they are part of us, trust me, we won't be killing our wildlife, we won't be destroying our nature. When you look at what is happening here in Ghana, at Atiwa, they're trying to destroy it to take bauxite and other stuff.
Do you think that message is getting through? Do you think your graffiti and the street art, because everything you said is about activism, it is about protecting the environment and animals and about climate change, but for us, the average Ghanaian walking around, when we see your pictures, what have people ever talked to you about how it inspires them or what it does to them?
Yeah, a lot of people. I think I inspired communities more than 10 years. I elevate communities. When you go to Jamestown, they have a festival that they do. Before, when they started it, it was like 10 people there. I was part of the artists, the main artist that started it. I've been working.
But I mean, not people in the arts, just the average Ghanaian.
Yeah, it's community. It's a community. They are not artists, but we go there. We make sure we use the art to elevate. I can see one of my work on your background there. I think it's Jamestown.
What, during the Chalewate or something like that?
No, I think I did it before the Chalewate for the community. When you go there, they'll take money from you. That's how people appreciate. People take pictures. People make a lot of money from what we do. People say this work as is speaking to me. Most of my work made me believe the work with Kuala is in Australia. I try to get community, the locals connected with my work, not just and then taking my African story to them and connecting it to the locals everywhere I go. That's the way I do my work. I'm trying to reflect. Recently, I did a work, I think in Nima, I think a woman in Ville. I think we have issue of this hijab. People are being abused of wearing scarf. They don't have that freedom. So I believe in once you can have your freedom, veil or hijab, and still have the power. It's time women need to wear their hijab, have their freedom, but you need to take back your power. The power is here.
Since you want to empower women and you think it's important that women take their power, I think you also need to encourage women to get into graffiti art.
Yeah, we try to do that somewhere, other places in country. We have a friend called Chella. Whenever I meet her at workshop, I try to teach her. But you know, here people, some of the women,
there's some preconceived ideas.
They just people are too arrogant and they feel too big and people can just, I don't know, the women, they have issues. Some of it's the ones that want to get to
I think
graffiti.
it's a bit like maybe some fear and they're worried about what other people would think. Let's start by looking at another one of your pictures. You touched on it earlier about how women can have the power to do whatever they want, including going into space. So what was the inspiration behind this? What have people taken away from it, particularly women?
Yeah, I think the problem is we just the world has drafted a place for women.
You mean men?
Yeah, men. Yeah, men have like crafted. I can share a lot of story about women that you'll be like, oh, is this happening? I have friends that said once their kids have like they get to the age of 9 years or 10 years, after school they just have to marry, make babies. That's what they have to do.
So how does this? You're also a Muslim man.
Yeah, I'm a Muslim man.
And you're very feminist, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
How is that received in your community?
Yeah, I think it's happening due to I think religious. Sometimes I don't want to talk about religion. I just want them to know they can just do it. They have to have powers. They have to have that power. It doesn't matter where you come from, who is telling. If your father is a imam, I know one girl. Her father is a imam in the community. But this girl, she's very good. She went to TEDs. I think Asma Bint Ayub, she's doing good. People like Asibania, Zainabisa, Ajia Zalia, Zaki, and a lot of them. There are a lot of Fauzia Turi. These girls. They are there. They are working in United Nations. They are making that change. So I think now a lot of things have changed right in the community over the past 10 years through people like ZIT, Zango Inspiration Team. They mentor people how to have mind. I have a friend that wrote book like 5 books. She's called Swat Swala. She's from, her dad is a imam, a scholar, is a Muslim scholar. And I think people start to realize what is happening, and the people are just thinking of this old in mind, and these old people are now dead. So I think it's a new generation. So the mind is fresh. Girls are being accepted. Go to school, do your masters, become whatever you want to.
And so this imagery of this woman in space.
Yeah, so
obviously that's all part of what you want people
to
people understand.
they need to have that self belief. I know I can be what I wanna be. If I work hard today, I'll be what I'll be. That's not song. That's that kind of mind. It doesn't matter even if you are in a place that people don't even look at. You can still flourish. It's like me. It's like butterfly. That's why sometimes you see my works. I have wings. I have wings. I have butterfly. Sometimes I see myself as a butterfly. It comes from caterpillar, where people don't even look at it.
But then it morphs into something beautiful.
Beautiful, grow, have that fly everywhere. So that's me. I always call myself the butterfly.
There's a Ghanaian graffiti artist in the UK, Nikwe Dasan. He did a project, You Are Enough. I saw parallels with you because he also likes to focus on women. He likes to focus on unsung heroines.
Oh, Jeff. Jeff is family. He's a mentor to me. I think we speak every day, every minute. I think when I leave here, we talk about things. We talk about in the next 30 years, how we'll sit down at somewhere at the beach, talking about other stuff. We plan together. He's my partner. He's my mentor. He's somebody that inspires me. He always tells me you don't have to follow the crowd, what is happening. Just do yourself. Just be yourself. Make sure your art sells with a story. Your art inspires people. That's what makes you. There are some art that are being sold now. I think in 20, 30 years, they will just put it in the bin because it doesn't say anything. People are just following, oh, this is what is happening. But that, you have to make sure.
You mean all those beach pictures?
Yeah, there are some. Yeah, that one is people trying to. I'm trying to focus on the world, not just me.
It's just like
local,
a much bigger.
Yeah,
much
bigger. Yeah, I think
and then obviously images that have a deep story, so you can stand, look, and really take something for it.
That's what I think we complement each other a lot. Me and Jeff. Yeah, we complement each other with we learn. I learn from him a lot. Sometimes later more I learn from you. He's always happy of what I'm doing. Sometimes you need somebody to just touch your shoulder to tell you. That's so. I know the importance of when somebody touch your shoulder, tell you carry on.
And
you are doing good.
Appreciate.
Yeah,
so
I
think it
motivates
you.
Yeah, it motivates people like Rabi Maudi. Yeah, he's one of my mentors, my brother. He tells me, Mo, you can do this. Mo, you are. Yeah, so that helped me. So I'm trying to give back that same energy to the kids in the community. That same energy. So it's about we appreciating what others are doing and giving back to other people.
I know you're definitely going to agree with this saying, but I'm still going to ask you. Mohammed Awudu says the arts are the glue that holds society together. You believe that?
Yeah.
How does that work? Because I'm saying this because I think a lot of people, with the daily pressures and everything, art is not something that is very close or within their proximity, because it's like, how am I earning the money, how am I paying the bills, how am I doing that? Give me a simple way in which arts is what keeps, obviously it makes the world a happier place, but
yeah, for me I think if you know what you are doing, trust me, most of people, I think artists, they just want to come once they started doing to make that money fast. You need to sacrifice. You need to make people believe what you are doing. Trust me. There are some people call me on work. I can just decide I won't do it because it doesn't
inspire you.
No, it doesn't inspire me. I don't chase any money. I have to.
But your stuff is expensive, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I have to because I earn before we sell art for. Art center, is buy cheap from us. It's like hand to mouth.
But now this is like masterpieces. I mean, for instance, what is maybe the largest size mural you've done?
Hey, that's in the largest size is in Morocco.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think no assistant.
How big was it? How big is it, and how long did it take you?
It took me 5 days to do it. It was very big. I can like 4-story building.
What? And you on your own, or you had people kind of helping out doing the little things?
Nothing, nobody, myself.
So imagine you have a 4-story building, and you are creating a painting on it. It's like a really abstract thought because it's so huge. How then do you do outlines first, or do you just start in one corner and just build your way up? I mean, how do you do it?
Yeah, that's what the experience comes from, and learning from the greatest, because I had opportunity to learn my art from one of the some of the greatest graffiti artists in history. People like Fabio Bino, people like Lazo, Marco 93, people like Jeff, people like Kito. These
Banksy?
Yeah, I had a book magazine when I went to Paris last year. I think they did this Paris street art. My image was right to Bansky's work.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the tribute to what's the name of that church? Notre Dame.
Okay,
I did
Notre Dame. Yeah, when it had
yeah. So I did a tribute there. I think my work was nice, right close to Bansky's work, and in the magazine. So I had these people inspire us. When you look at Bansky now, Bansky is now doing more of our gallery works. If you see how much he charged for a piece,
yeah.
But I started as a street artist. I'm not just a street artist, I'm a painter. I do gallery works, I do other stuff. But
what is the difference between the two? Like a normal sort of fine art painter and a graffiti artist?
A graffiti artist is for the public. You do work for public. Your artwork represents people.
So your paintings feed you, but your passion is the graffiti.
Yeah, the graffiti too feed me. I think that graffiti
feeds you better than the paintings.
Yeah, the painting sometimes you just sometimes there's this politics in galleries. So but I've been working, doing my pieces, planning for exhibitions. I think next year I don't have to rush, so I have other things doing in art, doing graffiti to survive with it, take care of family. But I have plans of exhibiting. When I get to the plan is you have to have a plan in your mind. Graffiti is more of using more energy, physical, climbing 4 feet, storyboarding, doing art alone. In 30 years or 20 years time, I won't have that same energy. So first of all, I have this idea, mentoring kids. When I'm not, I can just do sketch, help them how to do things. They can do it. When I don't have that energy again, that's where I will start going to galleries, sending my works. That's that time I can sit down using
an easel and
just be chilling in my studio working rather than. So you have to have a plan, how to plan your life. And now I'm doing graffiti, elevating my community, because that's the most important thing. That's what keep me pushing from elevating my community through art. It ended up I started working in the city. The mayor giving me and my guys opportunity to do public art. First time in history I had opportunity going to other cities. So I've been to, I don't know if I'll say it, I painted, I can't remember.
But that's a nice movement. I'm sure when you were in Brazil, did you get a chance to go to Bahia?
Yeah, I didn't get to go to Bahia. I was in Sao Paulo.
No, okay, because in Bahia and even in certain places in South Africa, they have all these areas where all the houses are beautiful, bright colors, and it's very uplifting.
When you go to Bahia, Alma da Rua, I think that place inspires
me. And Pelourinho as well.
You see a lot of Brazil is a place I want to be all the time. So I think now the world accepts street art. When you go to even in New York, in Manhattan, you see that there are a lot of on the building, side of the building, there are a lot of murals on that. There's this guy, Marcelo Eduardo Cobra. He's a Brazilian. He's international artist. He paints everywhere in the world, being commissioned by the United Nations and other places. So I think now the world, the cities around the world accept street art as part of the beautification process. Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look at the last picture of yours that really intrigued me. I don't know whether it's male or female, but it has, like, you can see the brain out, and then it has, you know, padlocks and chains.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, that piece was inspired by this music that I emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Yeah, that song
None
from
but
Bob Marley.
ourselves will free
We are
our
all mine. Yeah, I think sometimes people don't understand me. I always want to I want to stand for my rights, no matter how, like, people will be like pushing me, but I always want to stand for what I believe in. You can't. That's what I don't care. I go to places. I try to change. You give me money. Before when I started working, people give me, when they want to give me work, they don't want to give me money because of what? They feel like this is a Nima boy. When I give him money, you run away with the money. You
But
won't
that's
do the
not
work.
their business what you do with them.
No, that's because of that's
attitude.
that's the mentality or the narrative people had on us. So I had to change that. I have to make sure when you tell me come to me till 9 o'clock, I'll be there like 8:30.
So obviously street graffiti might sound informal, but obviously it's also a business. It's something where you need to be very
now it's not just graffiti, it's graffiti fine art.
Okay, so what about Ghana Visual Artist of the Year 2020?
Yeah, Ghana Visual Artist. I think I had a lot of recognition over the years, more than 15 quotations from a lot of big, I think it's a plus for me, and it's very huge. I appreciate that award not just because of myself, but because of the people who want to stand up, not just for their pocket, but for their communities. I want to, the award represent the people who are selfless. Think about, I need to improve my community. I need to serve my country. I need to make sure I don't have to own a bigger position in society before I can make a change. It is for change makers, people that have sacrificed. People, I know a lot of people. I think that sacrifice a lot. People like Rabi Mau, they sacrifice from their pockets. Some of us, a lot of people, they sacrifice with their blood and other stuff. Yusuf Jaja, these guys are change makers. These are what represent this kind of
Kwame Nkrumah as well.
Yeah, this is
and Bob Marley. I mean, you mentioned Kwame Nkrumah, Bob Marley, and then even the painting with the mental slavery and taking back your power altogether.
Yeah. So for me, I try to sometimes I don't look at these people. I know a lot of like kids looking up to me,
of course,
and in my community.
So like you're a hero in need.
Yeah. So I try to let them know these people are doing. You need to appreciate people who are doing it underground. Like they are the ones even inspiring us to do stuff. So that's why I'm calling all these names. I see them as change makers, heroes, people who sacrifice, because I know what it takes. I know what it takes to sacrifice for people,
community.
for my community, for my especially. And this award to represent, I dedicate it to the mayor of Accra. The mayor of Accra is a visionary who gives all the artists, be musician, actor, everybody opportunity to showcase their talent in the city. So I dedicate this award to them, and I feel this will just encourage me to keep doing, and other people who wanted to help their community to know that whatever you do, there are people outside or out there that will say thank you to you, and one day I can just show it to them. When you work hard, you earn this, though there's no money, but it's good for you
and for
to
your
have
community.
it. Yeah, for your community to know that this artist is from Nima. He won the visual artist of the year.
2020.
Yeah, 2020. Moh has been here, has been on BBC, has been on
Basically,
African Global.
you're global. You're an international ambassador.
So they have to believe that it doesn't matter where they come from, where they are, they can be better than me. So the world is in their hand.
Okay, last thing. What do you love about Accra and specifically Nima?
Yeah, Accra is my home and Nima is my hometown.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I enjoy it. Wherever I go, everybody knows me. They can just tell me, Mo, come and do this artwork. I've seen my artworks. Now I feel so proud when some of my friends come here, the international artists, they can see that we have artwork. And Nima is a space that now every artist international want to come and paint because Nima loves everybody. Nima is not what people are saying. When you come, somebody will slap you. I have people.
It's basically like sometimes the images that people have of Africa.
Yes. When you come by,
it's about changing people's perceptions about our continent and also about
so
Nima.
It's the same thing that is happening. So I think now Nima is one of the serious places to be in Ghana. Trust me.
Okay.
There are a lot of banks in Nima, more than a lot of places, even in East Lagos. Well, so you don't see police.
I'm looking forward to being able to afford one of your paintings.
Yeah, you need to come.
Actually, tell me, what kind of artwork do you have in your house?
I want to see my because my mind is already full of ideas. So I want to see white wall.
Okay, so you're like minimalist.
Yeah, I don't want to. Everything is in my head. Sometimes I do artworks. I just cover them. And there's this woman, you see, when I say I paint woman, Vanessa Mixie. She's one person.
I know her.
Yeah, she's one person that when I was growing up, learning art, she's one person that helped me a lot. When I say somebody, you need to touch your shoulder, somebody needs to tell you, you can do this.
I really like the way you've called a lot of people's names, and the fact that you're big, but you are also always remembering everybody else who's helped you and who's also touched you.
That's the way the world needs to
be.
People, you need to appreciate the singer. If you give me water that time, I need it. And these people that I mentioned, they are not giving me money. I can't just spend money and last week, but they touch my brain. So it's there forever. When the brain is so strong, trust me, nothing can break you. Right now, when I'm sitting, nothing can break me. I can be anywhere. The confidence that I have.
It just brings me circle back to the piece that you read earlier on.
Yeah, so
it's like I've seen the picture that you've painted completely.
Yeah, so that's me. When you see me, I'm a young boy from Nima, but the energy that I have, instead of taking that energy to a negative, I think everybody in Nima has an energy, but it depends on how they are being mentored. So these people always mentor me. Sometimes they don't even know.
Okay. Listen, you and I could sit here and talk for the rest of the day, but we have come to literally, we're at the end of the show. I think I've even gone over time. I'm like, wow, everything he's saying is amazing. Art is the glue that holds society together. Art is there for all of us. And as Mohammed and so many other people are doing, they are, they're beautifying the city with beautiful art. So when you are out there and you see a piece of art, instead of going past, stop at it, have a look, just for a few seconds or a minute, and let it inspire you. Find the artistry in yourself, in your voice, in the way you walk, in the way you prepare your food. We all have it in us. So my name is Alba K. Sumprim, and this has been Arts Africa.